Hey there guys, what's going on? Sai here and welcome back to the TheBoysRC channel. In today's episode guys, which is episode 7, we are going to be taking a look at tyres. Now these are the standard tyres that come on the Bruiser or the HG P407. The rubber is quite hard, the pattern isn't too great as well. There's no foams in there whatsoever as well. And they're quite poorly glued as well. You can just see them coming off quite easily just by pushing down on them. So what we're going to be doing is replacing the tyres. We're going to keep the stock wheels. They are plastic. I will upgrade them later in the future to maybe some bead locks when I upgrade the axles or something like that. At the moment, I'm not too overly worried about the wheels at all, or the style of the wheels. I just want to get the rubber or the tyre of a better quality. So these are the replacement. Now, these are quite popular. These are the All-Star AX3021, and they slot on the alloys very, very nicely, and they also come with the foam in as well. So let me just get one out. There we are. So this is the All-Star. Much better pattern on the tyre as well. Softer compound, a lot stickier as well. Nice and squishy. Foams inside as well. We are going to be doing a little modification to the foams as well, putting some little inserts or some cuts in them just to make them a little bit better overall. You do need foams on crawler tyres, however you can run without them. However, if you are going to be doing a lot of side hill action or anything like that, the sidewalls will give in and basically, you know, tip over, make the car roll and whatever as well. So definitely, I'm going to probably do more cuts to the front of the foams so they can get a little bit more better traction climbing up things, and a little bit reduced cuts on the rear as well. But comparing the sizes to the stock wheels, you can see the All-Stars are a little bit higher, that same width on them, but perfect size to put the stock wheel on. Now, to get rid of the tyre glue, what you can do is two things. You can either, if it's really weak, just try and get out as much as possible, like so. Some of it's already coming undone, as you can see here, without damaging the alloy or anything like that. And just go around and around until eventually it's off. Or getting a heat gun and just heating it up a little bit. And what this will do is make it a little bit easier to get rid of the old adhesive, as you can see. Right, so once you have your foam out from the tyre, you can see there are a few little imperfections on there. You can easily get rid of these imperfections simply by heating up the foam. So be careful. You can see once enough heat is applied, it will rise and correct itself. Like so. And that looks a lot better. Okay then, so in order to make some precision cuts on your foams to give them a little bit more flexibility but without reducing the overall stiffness of the sidewall and everything like that as well on your tyres, what you want to need is a ruler of sorts, a marker, something that's a little bit of a contrast to the foam colour, and some scissors. Place your ruler on top like so, just line it up, mark both sides. Best way of doing it in terms of length would be about 1 centimetre. So follow all the way around, mark it up, and then you're ready to cut. Now, as you can see, we have overall 8 slits across the diameter of the tyre. Now what you want to do, squeeze it like so, grab your scissors and cut. And then we have a nice cut in the foams that will gain us a little bit more traction going over some obstacles. Now repeat the step. And there we are. That is going to give us more traction going over stuff, but going side to side shouldn't reduce any performance there. So repeat this for all 4 foams. Okay, so that's my tyre stack all completed. So these are the rear ones, these are the front ones. So for the front, I went with 14 cuts at 1 centimeter depth each to give it more traction climbing onto rocks and whatever obstacles facing. And for the rear, I gave it 8 cuts at, again, 1 centimeter depth each as well. The tyres are now mounted to the alloy rims. So the only thing left now to do is to basically glue the tyre to the alloy itself if you are not using bead locks. Also, one thing to point out as well, these All-Star AX3021 tyres have a direction of tread. As you can see here, these are pointing downward as well, but if I spin this around, they point upward. So make sure you get it to the correct way as well. So let's go ahead and start gluing the tyres. So what I've got here is the 522 Pro Tyre Glue by Core RC. Any brand will do, that's the same thing. And what I like to do is just lift this up a little bit just to get to the edge here and apply a nice even line of glue. And what you want to do is go all the way around the alloy. There we are. That's the front face done. You do have a little bit of excess there, not to worry. Grab some paper towel and just wipe that. There. And there you go. Now repeat the same process for all 4 tyres and make sure you get the back bit as well. Now with that done and set for 10 minutes so the glue can cure and dry properly, this should look something along like this. Don't really too care about the edges of the glue at all or anything like that. Obviously these tyres are going to get dirty anyway, so not really bothered about that, but they are a much better improvement than the original compound there. So I'm going to keep those original compounds just in case for backup or anything like that, or maybe a different project. But this is literally it for today's episode, guys. So take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out.